Hey, what's up guys, Zero One here, and today I'm going to be speaking to you about the biography of Steven Spielberg, written by Joseph McBride, and it was published back in 1997, and it was distributed 2010, the new edition. And one thing I can definitely say, the difference between the first and second edition is that second edition has 4 extra chapters and new material on new pictures of Steven Spielberg and his family. I think that's the only main reason, that's the only difference. But one that I can definitely say is the author definitely did his research. He not just followed Steven Spielberg's footsteps into the film industry, but before even when he became who he is. You know, he even actually went into depth about his mom and his dad's side of the family, even up to his grandparents, who one actually came. What was it? His dad's side came from Russia, and his mom's side came from Poland. So there was that kind of dynamic. And Spielberg, his last name is actually a German name, which means mountain. What was it? Play mountain. There you go. And he really did his homework in a sense that it showed in his book that Steven Spielberg had this journey of being accepted into this WASP society, or this white American suburb type of surrounding, because he actually most of his life he lived in the suburbs, from Cincinnati to New Jersey. Well, excuse me, not New Jersey the city, but out the outskirts of New Jersey. And he also lived in Phoenix, Arizona before Phoenix became Phoenix, and also to Saratoga, California. And in Saratoga, California, that's when, you know, everything just really went downhill for him. I think he said himself that that's one of his darkest moments in his life, because of anti-Semitism. And that's another thing that the book touches on. It touches on anti-Semitism towards Steven Spielberg, and also towards Jews in general. And from what I see, he really it seemed that Steven Spielberg really needed that father figure when he went into the film industry, but because of certain things that happened between him and his parents, it just it didn't work out, and he had to find father figures in different men, like Mr. Schindberg, also Mr. Silver, and other people that worked there at Paramount, and also other people that he's actually came in contact with him, like Henry Ford. Henry Ford at a very young age told him, don't ever invest money into the film projects that you're going to be working in. So, but the cool thing about the author is that Mr. Joseph McBride interviewed, I think, 300 plus people about Steven Spielberg that knew him personally or worked with him. One good example is Bob Gale, from one of the writers of Back to the Future. He interviewed him, and Bob Gale also spoke to him about his how Steven Spielberg became that individual, that man that is not able to go down to the store on his own, because that's how much of a big giant, not star, but big giant influence when it comes to the public, you know. And also certain dark incidents that happened as he rose to fame and in power, also by creating DreamWorks with other co-founders of the film studio that he wanted to create, because he wanted that independence from the rest of the studios. And I mean, one thing I could definitely say about the book is, as you can see, it's pretty thick. What was it? I do recommend reading it, but at the same time, be careful, because there's certain words that are spoken, and it's not good content for the young ones, especially those who are 8, 9, 10. Well, excuse me. Most of those kids won't read this book at all, but just to be warned, there's cussing. Another thing that there is you know, I mean, there's also his film projects that actually, you know, catapulted him to fame, and not just to fame, but also to other projects. And that one good example is the Jaws, and then Third Encounter of the Close Kind, another film project that he was directing, but not just that, but he was also having problems with certain things, especially in Jaws. So it really goes into depth in different projects that he's worked in, and also what else? I could definitely say that the book also has a lot of, not a lot, but there's certain instances that you'll see these foreign words like you know, French words, certain French words that you're like, whoa, you can't really pronounce them. You would have to look them on Google or something like that. But other than that, I mean, the book is oh man, it's very detailed. And one thing that surprised me, he has a lot of kids. I think he's a father of 6 kids. So and for being the age that he is right now, because we're in 2014, he's probably what 65, 64. He's still going at it. I mean, just last year he came out with Lincoln, and that was a real good film in the sense that, oh, I haven't seen it, but what I've heard from it is, or what I've read from it is, he did a masterful job as a director. So another thing that I really like the way that Steven Spielberg kind of described himself, that he's a mainstream independent, that he can go either way. He can do independent film projects, but at the same time he can also do mainstream projects. And that's one of the things that the author notices about Steven Spielberg, is that not a lot of people that are critics of him are very, how can I put it, analytical about his projects, but more jealous about who he is. That this artist can do film projects that so many people around the world love and they cherish in their hearts, like Indiana Jones, E.T., Jaws, all these different projects that he's done, and still he's able to deliver. And that's a gift from God. I can definitely tell you that. Jesus Christ has definitely blessed the man, but he's also worked hard for it. So remember, you also have to put in your part. But I recommend you read the book, but at the same time, there is certain content. Be careful with it. If you guys have any comments about the biography, you know, put your comments down there, and please subscribe. And another thing, the biography is actually unauthorized. In other words, Steven Spielberg really didn't want Joseph McBride to actually do the project or do the book, but he still went ahead with the book. So, but I think from Mr. McBride that he's actually spoken to somebody who told him that Steven Spielberg really, I guess, liked the book or really liked him. So I guess, yeah. But yeah, if you have any questions, have any comments, as I said, just put your just right there below. And you guys have a great night or have a great day. It's dark over here, so wherever you're at, if you're watching, have a great one. Jesus Christ to the Middle East, and you guys, I'll see you soon.